everybody, this is Matt Paymer with Ohio Guide Outfitters. If you're looking for a premier Ohio whitetail hunt, click the link below. We are now booking 2023-2024 hunts, and we are moving from a Mathews Vertex to a V3X 29, and we're getting ready for an antelope hunt as well as a mule deer hunt out west, and we're just sighting everything in, getting our 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 in. Next check would be the sight tape. So getting everything set up to try out this new bow, and looking forward to having you along on our journey.
So I got a 28-inch axle-to-axle Mathews VXR with a Fast Eddie Spot Hog 5-pin mover sight. I've had this bow for about 2 years now. It's a great rig. It's the best one I've owned by far. Tight spot quiver, and yeah, really fast.
All right, guys, I'm Josh. I'm out here working with them today. We're gonna go over arrow setups here. So we've got Kai shooting a Gold Tip Pierce 340. These were elk-oriented arrow builds. We wanted to get the elk that weight up some. So we went with their standard insert system that comes with the arrow, but we added another 20 grains to the back. Puts him at 462 on arrow weight. Matt, on the other hand, we went Easton Axis 5mm 340 also, but we did a 75 grain stainless steel half out with 125 grain point, putting him at 468.8. These should both be pretty solid builds. They're really oriented for shooting broadheads at distance, which is what we wanted. Yeah, that should work pretty good. The biggest things that we're doing today is, since they're both shooting Spot Hog Fast Eddie 5-pin floater sights, it's really important to get the pin set first. So we're sighting in 20 to 60 yards on the pins, making sure that 60-yard pin is really solid, since that'll be our anchor for our entire sight tape. We worked on that today. We got both of them done. We're gonna play with Kai's left and right a little bit more after this, but outside of that, it's pretty well good to go. The next thing we'll do, using that 60 yard as our anchor, we're going to figure out a sight tape. So we're going to go from 70 out to really as far as they can go with clearance on their housings. I'm guessing around 100, maybe 110 yards. And that should get them ready for their hunt. So now that we did Kai's pins from 20 to 60 and we set his dead stop so we can get back to that same point on the sight, we're going to shoot from 70 to really as far as he'll go. I'm guessing around 100 yards. And we're gonna get those marks figured out, so then we can figure out what sight tape he needs. How'd it feel?
Maybe like red low.
Okay, it's actually pretty good. So that tells me you're probably hitting a little high, but shoot another one.
All right.
At this distance, we'll shoot a couple just to make sure. How'd it feel?
Pretty good.
It's almost dead center, man. I mean, those two arrows are almost touching. How'd it feel?
Maybe a little low.
It's just a fuzz low. It's like an inch low, maybe.
Okay.
Let's go get these so you can take a little break.
Yeah.
And we'll shoot a few more before we call it good.
Sounds good.
So. And that was the one that you called left. But I mean, those other three look pretty good. But the reason I want you to shoot more is, I think this arrow and this arrow, you told me you thought you were low.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering if maybe you're not actually shooting just a little bit high. But we'll see.
Sounds good.
We'll see what happens.
All right, so we just wrapped up sighting in my bow for the season. Got a couple mule deer hunts coming up. Of course, we have some whitetail here in Ohio. If you want to see more of us, follow and subscribe to our channels, and we'll see you in the next video.